Yo, what is going on YouTube? Year One Blink here, back with another new video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the best exotic guns and exotic armor you can use for the Crucible and Trials of Osiris, or competitive gameplay. So first we're going to begin this off with the Malfeasance. This gun's really good because it has maxed out stability, the impact's really good, the range is pretty good, but don't let that fool you because with this perk Explosive Shadow, you can shoot at any range and you're still gonna deal a lot of damage if you hit those 5 shots from any range, and they'll basically die no matter what. The reload's pretty good. You put some reload mods on that and it's gonna be good. The handling isn't very good, but you can use Ophidian aspects for that. 15 round magazine, 180 rounds per minute. A really good exotic to use if you don't have an OP legendary spare rations or anything like that. You don't need that because those things don't take skill, too much aim assist. Okay, anyways, next we have the last word. Last word is a fan favorite. It recently got nerfed because the aim down sights were really good. Has really good impact. The range is not good. The stability isn't the greatest. The handling's not bad. I mean, it's really bad too. The reload is really nice though. Use these on the hunter, the lucky pants, you're gonna wreck. Because you automatically reload. Or if you use the dodging that reloads. What's so good about this gun is that it fires full auto. Just hold down the trigger. And you want to hip fire this gun. You do not want to aim down sights unless they're super far away. You can just take them down. And if you get hip fire shots that deal bonus precision damage while increasing reload speed, just hit those hip fire shots. Like I said, hit those headshots. Has accurized rounds, corkscrew rifling, hit fire grip for the the cowboy thing, and then you got textured grip. Really good exotic to use. Next, we have the Sturm and the Dring. So those are basically one exotic put together because you have to use the Dring with it. This gun has really good stats, especially when you get the catalyst for it. You have almost maxed out impact, almost maxed out range, like literally almost maxed out handling. The reload's not good, but you don't have to reload if you get a kill with Dring. The stability is actually better than average. It's like 60%, I would say, or 55%. Pretty good. 12 rounds in the magazine, 110 rounds per minute. This is a 2-shot kill. If you get a kill with Dring, you overpower the Sturm and it just reloads each other. You get a kill with Sturm, it reloads a Dring. You get a kill with Dring, it reloads a Sturm. And there you go, Storm and Stress. Combat grip greatly increases recoil. Extended mag greatly increases magazine size, greatly decreases reload speed. And extended barrel, which increases range, decreases handling speed, moderately controls recoil. Okay. And with this, what's cool about the Drang and Sturm, you can get any roll on your Drang too. If you play the Menagerie, get Rampage full auto on your Drang. Armor piercing rounds, light mag, hammer forged rifling, fluted barrel, together forever. That's the perk I was talking about earlier. Really good gun for Sturm. Has really good handling too. You can put on an Icarus grip if you want to jump around and kill people. So that's pretty good. Okay. For our next underrated exotic gun that you should be using in the Crucible, the Bad Juju. Oh no, we're not gonna do the Bad Juju yet. We're gonna go Lumina. So we got the Lumina. This one's really good because this is low key like a really good hand cannon. Like, it feels almost like a spare rations in a way. Just not as much aim assist and range and all that stuff. You got really good impact, range and stability. Pretty good. They're okay. A little bit more than halfway. The range is basically halfway. The handling is really good, so Super fast dexterity with that. Reload speed, not too bad. 150 rounds per minute, 12 in the magazine. What's cool about this is that whenever you get a kill and pick up a remnant, it automatically reloads. And you shoot a hit fire shot at an ally, they do more damage, and I think you also do more damage. So that's really cool. Like I said, Blessing of the Sky, using a noble round on the ally heals them and grants both you and them a weapon damage bonus for a short time. Then you have noble rounds. Kills with this weapon leave behind remnants. Absorbing a remnant converts your next hit fire shot into an ally seeking noble round and partially refills magazine. Really good and exotic to use. Really helps your teammates, especially in Trials of Osiris. For our last hand cannon that we're gonna do is the Thorn. This is an old favorite for Destiny 1. Everybody use this. The impact's really good. The range is really good. Well, it's not the best actually, but it's a really good. It actually can hit from like longer ranges. Your stability, it's not the best, but I mean it's workable with. The handling is really good. Like you feel with you're using the Thorn, you're like lightning fast dexterity. It's like you already have on the Ophidian aspects, and then you put on Ophidian aspects, it's over. Mark of the Devourer. Rounds pierce targets, deal damage over time. Kills with this weapon leave behind remnants. Soul Devourer. Absorbing a remnant strengthens Mark of Devourer and partially refills the magazine. Got a textured grip. Greatly increases handling speed, slightly decreases stability. This weapon can be fired longer distances, which increases range. And we have corkscrew rifling, slightly increases range and stability, slightly increases handling speed. This thing has like really good handling. I don't know why, because this gun looks huge. It looks like it would be heavy to handle. And we actually have some more hand cannons that are actually really good. Hold on, let me go to my collections. Exotics. Another underrated. Basically, we're going to be talking about all the hand cannons. Let's just... The Ace of Spades. You can't go wrong with this. With almost maxed out impact, almost maxed out range. Stability and handling are 50%. Reload. It's not the best, but it's a really good exotic. Firefly. Precision kills with this weapon increase reload speed and cause the target to explode, dealing solar damage to nearby enemies. Memento Mori. Reloading after a kill loads magazine with a few extra damage bullets. It grants radar while aiming down sights. So you get ×6 Memento Mori, which will help you wreck harder. And if you have the Catalyst, you'll even have more Firefly on there. Firefly deals more damage while Memento Mori is active. So you got the double damage with the Firefly if you have the Catalyst. This gun recently got nerfed. It's actually been nerfed like 2 times, I believe. But it's still a really good gun. Still 3 taps people in the head. And honestly, you should be using this in the Crucible. One of the best hand cannons just for straight up gameplay. And it takes a lot of skill to use, in my opinion. Slightly smooth grip, which slightly increases stability, slightly increases handling speed. High caliber rounds, slightly increases range. Corkscrew rifling, slightly increases range and stability, slightly increases handling speed. And we're going to go with one more hand cannon. Might as well just do all of them. Alright, where's the last hand cannon? Oh yeah, it's in the energy. We have the Sunshot. Can't outrun the sunrise. You have Sunblast. Targets killed with Sunshot explode in solar damage. Then you have Sunburn. This weapon fires explosive rounds and highlights targets that take damage from sunbursts. So this gun kind of reminds me of the Thorn in a way. The Sunshot, because it has really good handling. It's kind of shaped like the Thorn. The impact's really good. The range isn't the best, but once you hit that medium range shots, you're literally gonna outgun anyone, especially when you get in your momentum going. Then you have stability, which isn't that great. Reload speed, which is all right. No, actually the reload speed's really good. 12 in the magazine, 150 rounds per minute. Really good weapon, especially I think if you get the catalyst. We're gonna leave Ariana's Vow and Crimson out because I feel like they don't do enough to merit using them in Crucible in a way, unless you have Carnestine armlets on, of course. Carnestine armlets Devour, that's the vampire build for the Crimson. Next, we have the Bad Juju, which is a really good gun, one of my favorite guns from Destiny 1. String of Curses. Kills, refill the magazine, increase damage for a short duration, and grant super energy based on the strength of String of Curses. Fires full auto. Impact's not good, but I don't think Impact's supposed to be good on pulse rifles anyways. Range isn't the best, to be honest. The stability is really good. The handling's good. The reload is good. But the String of Curses perk, kills, refill the magazine, increases damage for a short duration, and grants super energy based on the strength of String of Curses. Fires full auto. Wait, did I already say that? I don't know if I already said that, but anyways, we're still gonna go. But yeah, this is gonna give you a lot of super energy, especially if you pair it with this helmet. You want to use Skull of Dire Armakara. Provides additional damage resistance during Nova Bomb. Nova Bomb kills grants super energy. So you gain that super energy. Or anything that grants super energy you want to use that with, basically. Okay. And like I said, you don't need the reload for that because once you get a kill, it reloads itself, does more damage. And actually stacks up to 3 times, so you can just times that by 3 and just start wrecking people. Hammer Forged Rifling, steady rounds, hip fire grip, short action stock. Next we have the Vigilance Wing. This weapon fires a 5-round burst. When a nearby ally is killed, gain health regeneration and increase movement speed. Last Stand. Improved weapon performance and greatly increases recovery when its wielder is the last living member on the fire team. So you kind of want to use this in Trials of Osiris. You have the catalyst for it. Holding down the trigger will fire this weapon full auto. So you're literally going to be melting people with a 5-round burst. So it takes 2 5-round bursts to the head to kill someone. Impact's not great, like on all pulse rifles. Range is okay. Stability is better than average. Handling isn't great, and the reload speed isn't too great either. So its downfalls are reload and handling. Other than that, it's a really good gun. 50 in the magazine, 530 rounds per minute. Get the catalyst, fire it full auto just to wreck people. Use this in Trials of Osiris, especially if your teammates die and you want to carry. The eye remains open, the lighthouse remains lit. Okay. What do we have next? Oh yeah, Outbreak Perfected. This is a really underrated gun, to be honest. I rarely see this gun. You have Parasitism. This weapon does more damage to enemies based on the number of SIVA nanites that attach to them. The corruption spreads. You mean the coronavirus spreads? No, just joking. This weapon creates SIVA nanite swarms on rapid hits and precision kills. So, you actually want to just wreck people with this, honestly. You just want to keep getting kills with this and just create basically an infection everywhere and whoever goes there, they're just gonna get eaten up by Siva, get corrupted, whatever you want to call it. We're not gonna worry about the impact because it's basically the same on all pulse rifles. Range is okay. Stability, not too bad. I mean, it's worse than average. Handling's worse than average. Reload, I say this thing has good reload because it has the perk Outlaw. So you get into that rhythm where you just want to reload, you know, when you hit those headshots. So this is a good gun for like Ophidian aspects. Okay. What's our next gun? Tommy's matchbook. It's warm in here. So with the Tommy's matchbook, you have the perk Heat Sink. Overheat damage is reduced while not aiming down sights. They want you to hip fire this thing. Then you have Ignition Trigger. Sustained fire with this weapon overheats it, increasing damage but burning the user. This thing does have good impact. The reload sucks, but look, it has 100 in the magazine, which means you rarely need to reload. Range is okay, stability is okay, handling is okay. Just an okay average gun in some areas, worse than average in other areas. Got hammer forged rifling, which increases range. Extended mag gives you more magazine size but decreases reload speed. Hand laid stock increases stability. Really good gun. Okay, next we have the Graviton Lance. Probably my favorite gun in the game. This gun is a really cool gun. I use it in my black hole build. One of my favorite perks on it, Cosmology. Kills with this weapon cause enemy targets to detonate, spawn void projectiles that track targets. So you get a kill, they're all stuck together, holding each other's hands. They're all gonna get destroyed no matter what. Especially if some of them are weak. I've seen people get triple kills, quadruple kills. I've gotten a triple kill and like quad with this before. It's crazy what this thing can do. It's really good in control, I would say. And if you got the Catalyst, you'll have Hidden Hand with better target acquisition, Illuminati confirmed. Then you have its intrinsic trait, Black Hole. Second shot of the burst rips a hole through space-time, doing high damage and recoil with no fall off. With the Hidden Hand, increases the range, what gives you more aim assist. Impact's not good. Stability is maxed out. Handling, so it's actually pretty average, 50%. Reload is a little bit better than average. 257 rounds per minute, 30 in the magazine. I recommend you guys use this in trials. Okay. Let's go with the symmetry. So this gun's really cool. Precision hits. Well, we have dynamic charge. Precision hits build up dynamic charge. Swapping to Arc Seeker mode increases damage and partially reloads the magazine based on the number of charges. So I think you can charge this up to 14. I can't really remember. And once you have it charged up, it does like a, I think you hip fire it, or no, you don't hip fire it. You switch to the other version, Revolution. This weapon fires full auto. Hold reload to swap to Arc Seeker mode. Arc Seekers track toward combatants you target. So when you switch to Arc Seeker mode, when you hold down reload, it actually literally just wrecks people. It could two-shot people if you have enough charges from headshots from dynamic charge. Has particle repeater, which increases stability. Hammer forged rifling increases range. Composite stock slightly increases stability, slightly increases handling speed. Impact's okay. Range isn't that great, but I feel like this thing got range. I don't know why these stats say that. Stability, really good. Handling isn't the best. Reload is not good at all. 260 rounds per minute, 20 in the magazine. Really underrated exotic. More people should use it. Okay, next we have the Polaris Lance. Polaris Lance. This gun is really cool. The perfect fifth. Precision hits return ammo to the mag. Landing 4 precision hits loads a delayed solar explosion round for your next shot. This thing has almost maxed out impact, almost maxed out range, almost maxed out stability. Handling's not good, reload's not good. 150 rounds per minute, 14 in the magazine. You got Zen Moment on here, fitted stock, tactical mag, small bore. Looks like whenever I did use this gun, it literally wrecked people. I haven't used it in such a long time though. But I believe that if you use it, it'll wreck. And Darcy, we'll go to Darcy for our heavy, which more people should be using this. You got target acquired. When personal assistant is active, this weapon has better target acquisition, deals significantly more precision damage. This is actually good for PvE because it does extra damage in PvE. Then you have personal assistant, aim at an enemy to view its health and other critical information in the scope. So this is a really futuristic gun. It gives you all the data and analysis on there so you can see exactly what's going to happen when you kill your target. You got impact, that it's okay. For a sniper rifle, that's not very good. The range is pretty good. No, it doesn't have good range, never mind. The stability is what's really good. Handling, really good. Reload speed, not good. 140 rounds per minute, magazine 7. If you ever want to switch to heavy, I would use this. You get like 6 or 7 bullets from what I remember. Really fun exotic. And for our exotic helmets and armor and stuff, my favorite is the Astrocyte Verse. You should always use this if you're using Blink. Move to survive. Blink further and more frequently. Weapon readies quickly out of blink and radar remains up. Grants you year 1 blink from Destiny 1 basically. And you just wreck. You can literally blink 3 times. Say if you don't have it on, you can only blink twice before you have to do a cooldown. Say if you're blink shotgunning, take out your shotgun after you blink, you're gonna kill them basically. And they'll still literally, you go so high up in the air, they're still looking at the ground. No matter what, you're just gonna wreck them. Which makes that a really cool exotic. Then we have the Crown of Tempest. This is really good for my for a Stormcaller build that I use. It's called the Hurricane build. Conduction times, arc ability kills, recharge rate of arc abilities, and extend duration of storm trance. So this is like, it's basically Encore from Destiny 1, but for the Stormcaller. Your Stormcaller lasts way longer. You can get like 1 or 2 more kills for how much longer it lasts. Actually, like maybe 3 or 4. It's like a top tier exotic, honestly, if you're using Stormcaller. Then we have Eye of Another World. Cerebral Uplink. Highlights priority targets, improves the regeneration speed of your grenade, melee, and rift abilities. Before I had Astrocyte Verse, I was using this exotic. Really good if you're using like a pulse rifle, because it highlights your targets like I said. Improves all your abilities, grenades, and all that stuff. So that stuff recharges way faster. Say if you have low intellect, low strength, or low discipline, all that stuff. Really cool exotic. Got the ornament on there. Nazarak Sin. Void damage kills, increase ability, energy, recharge rate. It's not the best exotic you can use, but I would say I Have Another World is just a better version of this, because this one only works with Void. I Have Another World, you can use any subclass and you'll start wrecking no matter what. All your abilities recharge. But this is still good. I think it does maybe recharge your abilities faster than I Have Another World, just because if you're getting those Void kills, seems like it would be harder to do. Then you have the Carnestine Armlets. Melee kills instantly restore a large amount of health and continue to restore health afterwards for a short duration. These arms are actually top tier in my opinion, especially if you like meleeing a lot like me. You'll start getting your health back. Say if someone's shooting at you, your health's going to keep coming back for like 10 seconds. Really good exotic. Then you use it with Devour or the Crimson. It's like a vampire build basically. Claws of Armakara. Gain an additional melee. This is just an exotic that gives you extra melee. Say you like meleeing, you're gonna wreck with this. Especially if you're blink shotgunning or just shotgunning in general. Winter's Guile, underrated exotic. Eliminating enemies with melee attacks increase your melee damage. So say you kill an enemy with melee, I think you can one-hit melee people with these exotics. But it only lasts like 2 or 3 seconds after. So you want, say you're getting surrounded, to keep meleeing them. Maybe get a 7th column, you never know. Really cool exotic. And for basically our last exotic for the Warlock, we have Transversive Steps. Strange Protector. Sprint speed increase after a short time sprinting. Your currently equipped weapon is automatically reloaded. So this makes you run faster for a short time, and your gun basically reloads like every 5 seconds. Don't quote me on that because I really don't ever use these, but these are really good exotics to use in the Crucible. I see a lot of people using them. You never have to reload, especially if you're using Last Word, or you always have to reload, or a gun that sucks at reloading. But yeah, that's all the exotics for the Warlock. We'll go into some more exotics for you guys on other classes. Let's see. Other guns that I forgot to put in there. Rat King. Fires full auto. Everybody's using Rat King on your team. It's just going to literally reload fast. Go invisible whenever you get a kill. Really cool exotic. Jade Rabbit. Fate of All Fools. Chain body shots to increase precision damage. Really cool. Has Zen Moment on there. The Vermin reloading immediately after a kill grants brief period of invisibility. That's what I forgot to do on there. Cerberus is the one that I really did like. Spread shot package. Aiming this weapon reduces the spread of its projectiles. Shoots from all 4 barrels. 4-headed dog. I like that exotic. It's another one that we didn't talk about. Huckleberry, really good exotic. I feel like you have to have the catalyst on here. Ride the Bull, kills reload partial mag. Rampage, kills with this weapon. Temporarily grant increased damage, stacks up to 3 times. Use that if you want to be aggressive and you just want to get in there and just machine gun people down. Is there? Yeah, the Crimson is what I want to talk about. Cruel Remedy. Kills with this weapon. Heal the wielder. Precision kills also refill the magazine. So use that with the Carnestine Armlets Devour build. Let's see. And that's basically the exotics I like to use. For kinetic, it's another one. Trinity Ghoul, this was fun to mess around with. Lightning Rod, precision kills grant the next shot chain lightning capabilities. get triple kills with that if people are near each other, because the lightning basically chains. The hard light recently got nerfed, so I feel like it takes more skill to use now. Over penetrating ricochet rounds, bonus damage on bounce, and you can hold down X to do the fundamentals. Say if you want to kill a super, avoid super, go avoid. Kill a solar super, go solar. Kill a lightning super, go lightning. Okay. Borealis. This is a one that's really underrated. This one has the same thing as the hard light. Hold down X, you can kill any super. Headshot if you hit that headshot. Ionic return. Breaking an enemy shield transfers 1 bullet from reserves. Breaking a combatant shield. Shield on guardian. Breaking a combatant shield or the shield of a guardian using a super with the shield's energy type grants bonus damage for the rest of the magazine. So yeah, you can one-shot people with that if you break a super shield. Really good exotic just for sniping. Its perks ain't really that great, but it still wrecks. Has really high impact, so you can headshot supers easy. Merciless. This one, I used to wreck with it in Trials of the Nine. Reloading immediately after a kill increases weapon damage for a short time. Conserve momentum. Non-lethal hits lessen charge time. Really underrated exotic that no one ever uses. I might make a video on that soon. The wave splitter. This thing is powerful. Harmonic laser. Power levels fluctuate over time. And then supercharged battery. Collecting an orb of light grants a short period of maximum power that starts with an automatic reload. So you collect that orb, you're just gonna destroy people with this thing. Melt. Literally just melt. What else did I didn't talk about? I don't have the Jotun, Divinity, Taraba. Prometheus lens used to be a really fun one to use. Fires a beam that generates heat field. Kills with this weapon return a fraction of ammo used to the magazine from reserves, extending the beam's duration. Used to be the most broken gun in the game. And Curse of Osiris. Fourth Horseman. I mean, you can use it. It's fun to use. Like, to be honest, I was wrecking with it. I'm about to come out with a video. Probably the next video after this will be my Fourth Horseman video. And this gun, doesn't have good range, but it kills supers really good. Like that perk broadside. Each successive shot has more damage and more spread. So you hit those shots, you're just gonna melt people down. It's really good for PvE, to be honest. Okay, so that's basically power weapons. I don't really have to say nothing about power weapons except Darcy. Maybe the Thunderlord. Lightning rounds. This weapon fires faster and more accurately. The longer the trigger is held, continuous damage generates lightning strikes. Kills with this weapon generate lightning strikes from above, so it's like Pikachu on steroids. Really good exotic if you want to use a heavy, if you're not using exotic already. Queenbreaker's bow. I used to get wrecked by this thing all the time in Destiny 1. Too bad it's not a secondary, or else I would probably use it. For the Warlock exotics, I already talked about the ones that I really like, but there is some that I forgot, which is Ophidian Aspects. Weapons ready, reload very quickly, melee range is extended. So you use these with a low handling gun, your handling is going to be increased. Everything is just so good. Everything is just snappy. Especially when I have the Stern Catalyst. The Stern is so snappy with it. Just makes everything snappy. And the melee range, you use that on the what is it, Nova Orb. You have so much range with Nova Warp when you melee. It's ridiculous. What's another exotic that was actually okay? I say the stag would be really good for Trials of Osiris. Because look at Dearly Departed. Grants rift energy when you are critically wounded. On your death, creates a healing rift on corpse. Really underrated exotic, especially for Trials of Osiris, if your friends need a overshield for when you die. I might start using this just to mess around with different builds. Claws of Armor Cover, we already talked about those. Carnestine Armlets. I never really used the Fellwinter's Helm, so I don't really know too much about that. These might be good. Stormtrancer's Brace. Each enemy you defeat with Stormtrance increases the damage you deal with Stormtrance. So, if you want your Stormtrance to just melt people no matter what, use this exotic. Especially if you depend on your super a lot. And I think our last exotic for the Warlock. Geomag Stabilizers. Close enough. When Chaos Reach super energy is almost full, sprinting tops it off. Damaging enemies with Chaos Reach extends its duration. So you're using Chaos Reach. This is the exotic you should be using. You'd be wrecking people in Trials of Osiris with this thing. You'll get so much super energy. It's ridiculous. You could maybe, if you use it right, you could probably have maxed out intellect with those things on. You in Trials of Osiris, if you're lucky, you can cast 4 supers in one game. But yeah, those are basically everything with the Warlock. Let's see the Hunter. Oops. Collections. We might have forgot one exotic though. I like the Seguin Alchemy. I think they got nerfed though. Weapon kills while standing in any rift. Pause the rift's countdown, extending its duration. Further kills maintain and extend the length of the pause. So these are really good for rifts. If you guys like popping healing rifts or damage rifts, this is the exotic you should be using. There's Power in Blood. Alright. Another one that's kind of looked down upon, Sun Bracers. Osiris's exotic. Increases the duration of solar grenades. Solar melee kills grant unlimited solar energy for a brief time. Really good. That's all I gotta say is you like using solar grenades, especially on Dawnblade. You're gonna be a force to reckon with on Dawnblade with these. Okay. And I say we do one more exotic. Wings of Sacred Dawn. When Dawnblade is equipped, aiming weapons while you're in midair suspends you there for a short time, improving airborne accuracy, reducing incoming flinch, and granting damage resistance. Weapon hits extend this effect's duration. So these are a really good exotic for Dawnblade. Especially the one that lets you float around. The one with the Twilight Garrison on its subclass. I mean, we can talk about Titan. I haven't used Titan much, but if I was a Titan, I see You can't go wrong with the one-eyed mask. Highlight and defeat those that harm you for an overshield. Synthoceps. Buff melee range, being surrounded buffs damage. Worm God Karis, melee kills increase melee damage. Hollow Fire's Heart, solar abilities regen faster, even faster if super is charged. If you like holding your super, your abilities regenerate faster. If you like using auto rifles, use these. Actium War Rig. Steadily reloads equipped auto rifles or machine gun mag. Ashen Wake. You can do some dirty things with these, especially if you're low light. Fusion grenades now explode on impact and gain increased throw speed. Final blows with fusion grenades grant grenade energy. Pretty underrated exotic. Doomfang Pauldron. Void melee kills give super energy while Sentinel Shields is active. Melee kills recharge shield throw, which extends the super on hits. See a lot of people using this. Skull Front. Unsurmountable Skull Fort. Kills with arc abilities trigger health regeneration and restore melee energy. Really good exotic, because Titans, basically it's all about melees. That's what I figured out. Aeon Safe, those are trash. Ursa Furiosa used to be exotic everyone used, but to be honest, I don't see much people using it. I can still see people good with it. I don't know if it got nerfed, but move faster while guarding with Sentinel Shield is active. Guarded damage converts to super energy when the super ends. Used to not want to shoot Sentinels in that. ACD feedback fence. There's nothing to really say about that. Basically chains lightning to whoever's around you, or whoever hits you, it damages them. Helm of Saint 14, use the bubble, use those. Ward of Dawn blinds enemies and grants overshield guarding blinds. Dune Marchers, really good exotic. Increased sprint speed. Sprinting builds up a static charge after melee attacking an enemy. That charge will chain damage to nearby enemies. Really good exotic. Antius Wards. Use these and you literally can be an ape with a shotgun. You get your more super energy. Improved slide. Sliding reflects incoming projectiles. Reflecting projectiles grants super energy. Basically Juggernaut when you slide. Broken. Phoenix Cradle. You don't want to use those. If you want to kill supers, use these Peregrine Griefs. I don't see many people using them, but hey, you can be different. Lion Rampant. Bust maneuverability and air. These are really good for hipfire, actually. Buffs maneuverability and air hipfire and lift. But yeah, those are all the exotics for the Titan. Wait, Mask of the Quiet One. This one's actually pretty good. Grants ability energy when you're damaged. When critically wounded, regain maximum health on kills. Alright, let's go to the Hunter. Exotics I would use. Graviton Forfeit. Increases the duration of any invisibility effects. Your melee recharges faster while you are invisible. Use that with like the Rat King or something. Anything that makes you go invisible, or the invisible subclass. Shinobu's Vows. Use these if you want to be a nuisance in Trials of Osiris. Improved skip grenade and gain additional skip grenade charge. Skip grenade returns energy when it damages enemies. I say that's a top tier exotic. New tricks. Raiden Flux, the exotic I liked using when I was on Arc Strider. Quick successive attacks with Arc Staff increases damage output and duration. Basically Encore from Destiny 1. I'd use those if you like supers. 6 Coyote, underrated exotic. Gain additional dodge charge. You can get away from gunfights a lot with this. I would use those. Gwynzen Vest used to be broken. Basically Encore, each spectral blade kills you make before going into stealth will restore more of your super energy. Knucklehead Radar is pretty good. Provides radar while you're aiming, enhances your radar resolution while crouched. So people that like to kind of sit back with this can use this exotic. They don't like moving around too much. This one's a really cool exotic, Assassin's Cowl. Arc, Solar, and Void melee final blows grant invisibility and restore a portion of health and shields. Finishers and final blows against more powerful targets increase the duration of the invisibility and the amount of health and shields restored. Really cool looking exotic. Foe Tracer, I see you. Visually marks targeted enemies, deals more damage to low health marked enemies. So if you want to know where your enemy's at, use this. Dragon Shadow. I would use these, honestly. Dodging reloads all weapons and increases both movement and weapon handling speeds for a brief time. So you dodge with these, you're just gonna literally start melting people no matter what. What's another one? Mechaneer's Trick Sleeves. Increase sidearm ready and reload speed. While you're critically wounded, swapping to a sidearm increases damage. And I think that's about it for the page. Gemini Jesters. This is an exotic everyone likes to use. Dodging disorients nearby enemies, temporarily removes their radar. So whenever someone dodges around me, I really don't know what's going on. I get confused. So you gotta watch out for these misdirection. I don't know too much about Rahu's harness, but I know they were decent. You got the Stompies, an exotic everyone usually likes to use on the hunter. Increases sprint speed, slide distance, improves high jump, strafe jump, and triple jump. So if you like jumping around on the hunter, use these exotics. Then you have Frosties, which increase grenade, melee, and dodge regeneration while sprinting. Dodging increases your sprint speed. So if you're like sprinting a lot, going around in circles, you're gonna get your grenade back so quick. Everything back basically so fast. Rapid cooldown, OP. So I'd say for trials, you want to use these 3 legs are really good for trials. Lucky Pants, I went flawless in these. Precision Hits, load illegally modded holster. Precision Hits load 1 round into the chamber of a stowed hand cannon. Hand cannons ready, faster, and more accurate immediately after swapping to them. Use these with the cowboy build, you'll wreck gunslinger, anything like that. I use it with the one that has the 6 shot. But yeah, those are all the exotics. Oh wait, one more. Bombardiers. If you like dodging a lot, I would use these. Parting gift. Dodging leaves behind an explosive that detonates after a short delay, damaging enemies around it. So you like to get up close and shotgun people. Use those, dodge around, jump around. You're gonna like, you can make people look bad with those, honestly. But yeah, those are the exotics I think you should use. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you do leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Later.